We're back for the fourth and final round of the hot modern action.
Baby, I'm back.
Here on Top Deck Productions.
You can blame it all on me.
Blaming it all on the handsome John Douglas. I'm the affable Taylor Gunn.
You got Brent Rogers back to
with
reprise his role as the human master. The human puppeteer.
Oh, you're digging a deep one with that, friend. And Tony playing the Fairies. This deck should be sweet. I feel like this deck could be a rising star.
A rising star. Why are we going to
previous
what's that?
empty table? I don't know. Previous empty tables. Can I just get the overhead?
How do we feel about Field of Ruin, Flash in the Pan, or what? Nah, Field of Ruin's here to stay. It's great in modern control decks.
Don't like tear up your ghost quarters. They're still gonna have their place.
Tear those things into pieces.
No, you're just gonna want to, like, you know, save them, put them in a box. You'll need them later.
No, just tear them up.
Instead of tearing, you could ship them to me. I'll take them all. All right, here's
Mage.
We're gonna metal. We're gonna remand. So he's gonna take one.
All right, so you see an opening of Steam Vents, Muda Vault. What are you, Meddling Mage in the dark?
Lightning Bolt.
Okay. Respectable answer. Not a right answer, but a respectable.
Oh! Holy smokes!
Got that in there. Just daggered it right in.
Shots fired. Shots fired from the affable Taylor Gunn. I choose to dodge. I think I'm right.
Okay. You can be wrong and think that you're right, or whatever you want to do.
I can do whatever I want to do.
Whatever you want. All right, we're gonna mana leak.
You can do whatever you like.
Not a big fan of that play, but
it's a play.
Here we are.
What do you name? You on remand?
No. Remand. Get out of here.
What do you think? Cryptic Command?
So if I am completely in the dark, I'm naming the Blasphemous Act because I know he's got it. They always have the Blasphemous Act.
They always have the Blasphemous Act.
Always have the Blasphemous Act. Bolt's a good choice. In this deck, I might name Electrolyze depending on my hand, but yeah, I think Bolt's probably fine.
Here's a Thalia.
Thalia. Manned it again.
One more time.
One more time. Tony jamming for two.
Yep. So Brent is just a mile and a half behind here. He needs Cavern of Souls.
He does need Cavern of Souls.
I mean, if he had that card in play, I would be under the belief that he could win this game.
Remand that one again.
Yeah, so without it, I just don't think he gets to participate.
He can participate, just not at the level that he needs to win.
All right.
All right, so Meddling Mage.
Here's Meddling Mage for the third time.
What are we naming? Spider Monkey, what do you name? Noble Hierarch. Question mark?
Are we just missing triggers? All right. Bolt. He named Bolt. He named Bolt in the light. Now that he kind of knows what's up.
Here's a click. Click, yeah, son.
Alright. Yeah, this hand is horrendous.
This hand's actually pretty solid if he has a Cavern of Souls, but
He doesn't.
Alas.
He does not. Phantasmal Image is seeing a lot of play in a lot of different decks. We saw it in the Spirits deck. We see it in this Humans deck.
It's the real deal in this Humans deck, but that's because the Humans deck is a real deck. It's pretty good in the Spirits. Like, I don't really want to play an interaction that wasn't good enough for Standard and Modern, but having the Rattle Chains, giving your Drogsol captains Flash is a big deal.
Right, because then they can counterspell, you know, things targeting your spirits, giving it hexproof.
Coming across for 7.
So Brent's got to be at a much lower life total than 18 now. He at least, is it 11? Did he only get in with one Snapcaster one time?
Here's a Zigzag Ziggurat. Let's see what he comes up with. He's got 2 2-drops. We don't know what's in Tony's hand. Well, we know what's in Tony's hand, but
yeah, I would want
Brent
to be so he could cast a. He's got the double hierarchy, so he can cast a Mantis Rider plus something.
Oh, you could go Mantis Rider plus Phantasmal Image on Mantis Rider.
Ooh.
Try to end the game.
That would be a short path to victory. Let's see what he comes up with here. No?
Yeah, I feel like you have to try to end this game quickly.
Yep. I mean, I don't know if he knows what Tony's win condition is.
Right. He doesn't have to. Like, he's staring lethal. Alright, we're going to start with Phantasmal Image.
You know, Mana Leak that he could pay for.
I don't think this is worth paying for.
No, I just want to go for the Mantis Rider.
Alright, we're paying for it.
Alright, he pays for it. Copies, Meddling Mage, names. Names?
Pestermite.
Pestermite. So he knows. He knows. He's in
the jig is up. The
he's
word
in
is
the
out.
he's in the know.
They finally found me. Oh man, and not attacking at all.
Can't get behind that one.
Yeah, not a big fan.
Would have at least gotten in with the Meddling Mage. Like Meddling Mage isn't going to block for any profit.
Right.
So you can block, you can attack, block for profit and take 5. It would still put you at 6.
If Tony activates a Motive Vault, you kind of have to block with one of the Meddling Mages.
Sure.
It's got to be the one that you just paid 5 mana for.
Right. There's the other problem is that you got 3 coming at you in the air.
I think that puts him down to 4.
Whoop! What do we got here?
Old Keeks and Jeeks.
The keekiest of the Jeekies.
Man, so if you just play out Meddling Mage instead of this Phantasmal Image last turn, this turn you get to Mantis Rider Phantasmal Image with shields down. Feels real good.
Yeah. Yeah, that is an option. You're not wrong.
Instead, I like
Mantis Rider Reflector Mage. Reflector Maging the Kiki Jiki.
Yes.
And then you get to attack in also with your big. Your champion will be a 5/5 at that point, which Tony can't block to win with. You can only chump it off, which matters. All right, here's the Reflector Mage. It's gonna target the Kiki Jiki here.
Respond. We'll make a Snapcaster.
Snapcaster's gonna target
Opt.
Opt. All right.
Way too conservative, Brent. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I guess we're naming Kiki Jiki with that one. I
Yeah.
would have probably named Opt, honestly.
Sure. Yeah, I mean the Kiki Jiki comes down, you're not gonna win the game. You're gonna take 3 more here in the air, and that'll kill you. So you gotta attack for 6. Tony's either gonna take it and try and win the game next turn, or
Don't pass. Don't do it.
you're just gonna continue to take beats in the air. Like, I don't understand why he doesn't get down. If he's that into blocking, get down Mantis Rider on the turn that Tony has shields down.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get to do both. That's what the Vigilance ability is all about.
Looks like we named Kiki Jiki because I think Tony's casting an Opt here. We'll scry to the bottom.
So if you play that Mantis Rider and tag with it, then you get to block with it. That's Value Town.
It is Value Town.
You get him for 4, you would put him to 6, and you might just be able to overwhelm him at that point.
So Tony's on. Yeah, there's just no. If you're Brent, you absolutely need to get Mantis Rider down next turn, and you absolutely need to resolve it.
Yeah, Mantis Rider's not resolving next turn.
It's not.
Brent, however, is going to 1.
All right, Brent to 1. Come on, resolve a Mantis Rider. I don't know what you think you're waiting for. Should have happened years ago. See, so what's the difference between casting a Reflector Mage last turn versus this turn? Image is copying Meddling Mage. One is naming Bolt, one is naming Kiki Jiki, one is naming Pestermite.
Here's Mantis Rider. Here's
Thalia. Thalia's a good one.
Dahlia's very good here. That way when Kiki Jiki comes down, it'll be tapped.
Well, you can't play Kiki Jiki because of the Meddling Mage. But it means we can block the Meddling Mage... Block with Meddling Mage naming Kiki Jiki safely.
Right.
Here's a Burst Lightning. You didn't name this one, and you didn't kill him anywhere near fast enough.
Yeah, you gotta get after it. You gotta get after it with this deck.
Maybe unfortunate in the eyes of some, but should be a learning experience. Playing an aggro deck, you gotta get in all the damage you can, because if you let him stay in the game, you're just gonna get burned out.
I just love this humans deck, but I wanna attack, man.
Yeah.
I'd be all about the attacking.
I don't see any reason to not be about the attacking.
I don't see any reason to not support the stream by going to our Patreon and giving us a little donation.
Yeah. Just slide a little donation in there.
So Top Deck Productions is a independent production company that is hired by stores to come in and produce this content for you guys at their tournaments. So the store, GameSwap Mason, is the store that's currently hosting us. But we are available to all kinds of stores throughout the Greater Cincinnati area. We'd probably go as far as
France,
Indianapolis, or if you want to fly Nelson to France with,
let's go out to France
with like a 2 suitcases full of computer and video equipment.
Yeah, shout outs to France.
He'd go to France, I guess. But
if you're in Japan, we'll go to Japan.
You need converters to go to Japan. They don't have the same kind of outlets we do.
Oh my, what an expense. What a wild expense.
But if you want to see more of this great Magic content, you want us to come to your store perhaps and produce some content,
holla at your boys.
Go into patreon.com/TopDeckProductions. Lets you support the stream and the content you see here. It's very much like donating to any streamer you see, except that we have, live tournaments, different commentators every night that we're streaming. And we put up a lot of old matches.
And we're going to France, so we need all the money we can get.
I'm not going to France.
Yeah, we're gonna stream in France.
What are you talking about?
The French stream, bro.
The stream?
They stream.
All right, this is one of my favorite things that I found out Google can do. And let's see if I can say the stream in French.
That is a really cool thing that Google can do.
Oh, come on. It just... Why can't it say it?
The stream. Le flux. Le flux.
Le flux. So...
I don't think that a stream is called a stream in France. I think it's called something else.
Oh, it has to be called a stream. It's called le flux.
Le flux. Le flux royal.
Oh, man. Mayonnaise. Put it on everything.
Yeah, I can't hate him for that.
I love me some mayonnaise. It's a little
All right.
spicy sometimes, especially when they start calling it aioli.
Really?
It's
What is? Why are we throwing it back? We had the cabin and everything.
do we have to send Brent? Is Brent gonna go to like a special class at Mulligan Academy, like when to keep?
So I only saw like 2 or 3 cards. He had 3 land
Okay.
and a meddling mage. So I guess that's 4 cards.
Okay.
But one of the lands was a cavern,
All right.
and you had a creature. I mean, the 3 lander's not great. Yeah.
Whoop.
Well.
There
nice
we're
knowing
back.
you. Oh,
There we're back. We're
Oh,
back.
I thought it was time.
I thought the end had come.
Thought it was the end, but we're still here, and so we're still going to bring that hot modern action. Keeping a 6.
Taking 1 to get this Aether Vial down.
That's a very solid play. I like the turn 1 Aether Vial in this matchup quite a bit.
I like this mountain quite a bit.
Is that one of your favorites?
Yeah, I love all the like arena promos are all real good.
Yeah, promo basics are pretty much the worst.
All right. As you just bought one tonight
I don't know what you're talking about.
here at GameSwap Mason. All right. The champion.
Le champion. Le freebooter.
The booter.
It's the booter.
All right.
We're going to
Oh,
bolt.
so the champion gets
champion.
bolted. The freebooter is going to
Take an opt.
an opt.
Because
So we've got
why not?
Spellstutter Sprite.
Vendilion Click, Pestermite.
All right. Checks out.
Spellstutter Sprite not going to be effective as long as Brent funnels these creatures through the vial. What are you doing? You know he had a Spellstutter Sprite. What are you doing? He better have a 2-drop in hand. Come on,
I'm
You knew it was there.
I'm a little speechless.
You knew it was there.
I'm a little befuddled.
Pop that land.
Yeah, so he's got down to 1 card in hand, so he needs to cycle one of these lands off. Hopefully hit a strong 2-drop here. And vialing it in a turn will be great. Does not.
Said he vials it in. Maybe never. So he's got to be careful here. If he has land 3-drop, then Tony gets to Spell Stutter Sprite and activate the Mutavault.
Right.
That's not good. Here's Spell Stutter Sprite. It is actually one of my favorite. It is my favorite fairy. It's one of my favorite Magic cards, honestly.
The art is A1.
A1 indeed. Flash out another Freebooter. Oh man, we've added another Pestermite and a Snapcaster.
Alright.
Looks like we're going to have a nice little aerial battle here.
Aerials so up high. Here's an aside. If you ever want to look like an idiot, try to karaoke anything by System of a Down.
Oh, yeah.
That guy has, like, way more range than you think he does.
Why are we just running these things out there?
Well, here's a Mantis Rider.
Ride them on down.
Everybody in.
Send everybody. Do we want to trade a Pestermite for a Freebooter and an Opt? Looks like it.
He gets his Opt back, takes 4. Alright. This is, it's been an interesting game.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
So it could be huge here if Brent, like, vials in a Reflector Mage, perhaps?
Yeah, vialing in a Reflector Mage would be a huge deal.
Alright.
Looks like we're going to try to resolve this, even though we know he has another Spell Stutter Sprite in hand.
Yep. Yeah, that spell's countered because he has 2 fairies.
Seems like it's not the one I'd want to throw out there. He's got a Mare of Avabrook. Looks like.
Interesting.
I don't know what this other card is. It's Dismember Mare of Avabrook X. It might not be Mare of Avabrook. It's just what it looks like to me. He's flicking those cards around pretty good.
So, one thing I recommend.
Oh, Zathra Necromancer is the card. That's a good one.
That's a solid thing to vial in here. So he's going to get a zombie for this dying human.
Pretty solid. Usually you want to play that when the board is a little bit more full, but this is fine too.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say this board is pretty malleable right now. Like, it's got a lot of moving parts on it.
Right.
Both players are a little short on the land. And yeah, so you attack with the zombie here. Tony could block with his Mutavault. Well, what are we doing? What do we got? What we got, Tone? Alright. Raging Drone 10 is now following.
Thanks for the follow, bro.
So are there Raging Drones 1 through 9 that are like part of your drone swarm? Have you seen these drone swarms?
Yeah.
That's some impressive technology.
Impressive's not the word I would use, but I could see it.
You don't think it's impressive to make like 15 robots just dance in midair and coordinate with each other? And
sure. I would have gone with terrifying, but
oh, terrifying at the least, yeah, for sure.
What's the draw? What's the draw, Mr. Rogers?
All right. Leans back in it, thinks hard about it.
You have 2 cards, one of which is a dismember.
Oh, which member?
A dis one. Oh.
Oh, so funny. You're hilarious.
We're gonna leak it.
Here's
That's
mana leak.
fine.
Yeah, 1 card for card on that, which is...
Still swinging it with a zombie. Oh, and the freebooter.
Sure.
That's aggressive.
Well, the freebooter dies, he's going to get to replace with a zombie, and it trades off with all the potential blockers.
Right, I like holding it back and blocking because you have the Zathrid Necromancer.
Yeah.
And you want to keep your life total high enough to where casting this dismember isn't going to be the end of the world.
Right. You can't imagine casting it off this Horizon Canopy would ever be a good idea.
It's going to feel bad. But, I mean, if that's what it's going to take. Draws the Kiki. Doesn't have the red to play it.
It needs 1 more red source. But that's okay. Tony's going to keep the Spell Stutter sprite back. What do we get? What's the hot one?
Rubbing it on the table for good luck. It looks like a Phantasmal Image.
Okay. Phantasmal Image and your Zathrid Necromancer would be a big deal here.
Would it?
It's something I'd be interested in doing.
That's fair.
That way, if anything dies, if you can orchestrate any sort of combat, you're going to get to get a lot of zombies, and that's going to be very hard for Tony to overcome.
I agree. So in this situation, Phantasmal Image on the Zathrid Necromancer isn't impressive. This is actually fine because now you get a freebooter because it doesn't target.
Yep.
And it looks like the stream got a little freezy.
Alright, I think it's just our camera.
No, we're a little bit behind here. Let's see. We got a little freezy boy.
Little behind.
And we're back.
Here we are.
Alright, so we've made a copy of a freebooter. Didn't hit anything. Got to look at his hand. Still okay.
Still chipping away at Tony's life total.
I would, instead of playing the Phantasmal Image, I would have 100% have popped this Horizon Canopy. Worst case scenario, you get a land, and you just play the Phantasmal Image.
Okay.
Best case scenario, you get like a Mantis Rider that you can buy out.
Yeah. What are the medium case scenarios? You get a 2/2 for 2 that's
Fine.
unplayable at this turn.
I mean, like, Phantasmal Image was never going to be super impactful anyway.
Mm.
It's a Thalia. No, that's a Thalia's Lieutenant. Sorry. This one is impactful.
Yep.
I
This makes
definitely-
the freebooters 2 3s, which let them outclass the 2/1 fairies.
Don't even let him double block profitably.
Correct. I don't think he can do any kind of blocking. It says on our screen here he's at 2.
Is that right?
Brent's been tripping away, and he took a lot of damage last turn on a bunch of fetches. I don't know what's up in his hand, but he felt the need to acquire some untapped lands.
So if you just attack with everybody that can attack, then you're forced to block with a Mutavault. Oh, we're gonna...
Which member? This one? Taking 5 to cast it?
Yeah, take a 5 to cast it.
And...
Block. Block.
Well, you can't... What did the image copy?
Thought the image was on a freebooter, but
Guess not.
regardless.
Brent takes that one down. The humans got there.
Man, things are just falling apart right now.
Yeah, the stream's a little bit. We're having a little bit of problems. Do we want to go down and reboot everything?
Lou suffer. I also suffer. So thanks for the follow, man. You guys stick together.
Some camaraderie here. If you just want to stay on the overhead, Spotter Monkey, that'd be great.
Tony Groh has turned into he who shall not be named, and so he can't even show his face.
Right? He doesn't have a nose.
The aura that he is exuding has disabled the camera.
Oh, it's an aura now.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about that.
So Tony's going to want to find a little bit more aggression, I guess, on the play. A little more action for sure. Brent was able to chip away a lot of damage that I feel like Tony could have probably prevented, but
Yeah.
opted not to.
Do you think Brent's plays into his spell stutter sprites were intentional? Like, do you think he was just like, okay, this spell's irrelevant, so let's get that out of the way so I don't have to play around it the rest of the game?
I don't think so. Because both of his plays were pretty impactful that he ran out in there.
Yeah.
I'd be much more interested in running a freebooter in there than a meddling mage, for instance.
Yeah. Just if you're gonna look at your opponent's hand, just write it down. Everybody writes it down. It's not some proof of your manliness or anything that you can remember the 4 cards in your opponent's hand.
I disagree. I think people that remember 4 cards in the hand are pretty darn manly.
All right. I guess some people have a pretty warped vision of manliness.
You could say that again.
Oh boy, here we go. Down to 5 for Tony.
That's a shame.
And if Brent has any kind of aggression here, he should be in pretty good shape because it seems like these guys are trading 1 for 1 on cards.
A lot, yeah.
There's no like haymaker that's getting one person ahead that impressively.
Right.
So I think that's probably what's going to happen. Is that Brett's going to get ahead just based on strict card advantage. The fact that he has more cards in his hand than Tony ever will.
Is that what card advantage is?
No. You're right. I used that word incorrectly. Thanks for correcting me.
Keeping you honest.
No, yeah, I'm an idiot. I need
Give me
that.
a high five. Yeah.
All right.
Good work.
You got me.
Good work, team. Turn 1, Manamo.
Phenomenal.
Mana. Take a
19
damage.
for
Here's
Brett.
the middle hierarch. This is pretty good if it allows them to start deploying 3 drops on turn 2. As those will come in under the spell stutter sprites, if that is what's in Tony's hand.
Yeah, like a Thalia would just be the bee's knees here.
Oh, it'd be all kinds of knees for sure.
Looks like we got a 1. Yeah, let's just run into a spell stutter. Yeah. See, like, I get it that you want that guy. Unless you top deck that guy.
Right.
What are you doing?
He's got a Mantis Rider in hand, too. I mean, I guess you're just Mantis Ridering into a potential bolt, but...
Yeah, I get, Mantis Rider was
Yikes.
uncastable there unless you had needed a red source.
Oh, sure. Click you. Oh, man, he just drew the Aether Vial.
So we got Aether Vial, Mantis Rider,
Meddling Mage, Hierarch number 2.
Thalia number 2.
Thalia number 2. Man, if Tony takes the Mantis Rider here, that's a pretty big misplay. I do like taking the Meddling Mage.
Yep.
but it does give him a redraw into a potential land for this Mantis Rider, and that could be devastating.
Sure, yeah, you got to remember that there's another option on that click where it's...
Oh, and he finds it.
Hits it.
Just brutal. Don't.
Yep.
What are you doing, Brent? Don't group that mana like that.
No, you just play Mantis Rider and attack for 4.
Yeah, man. Just crush him. Crush his hopes and dreams and souls. And you can even play out the second Hierarch.
Oh, get in for 5?
Oh, Aether Vial, I'm not a fan, but...
Alright, here we go.
Mantis Rider one
Green,
time?
white, red.
Yes.
Alright.
Now we're going to jam for 4. Landed to play tapped.
Yeah, no action for Tony on this turn.
Can he afford to attack for 3? He thinks he can.
By his estimation, you can. So what this does, this opens up Brent being able to attack with both his creatures next turn.
Alright, let's vial out this Hierarch. Oh, we got a Meddling Mage. I like this. I like it.
Meddling
Forces
Mage,
pre-combat
burst
action, but he
blading.
doesn't have Cryptic Command up. What are we naming?
I don't know. I would name burst lightning 'cause I haven't seen a lightning bolt yet.
We saw Lightning Bolts.
Do we see lightning bolts? All right, lightning bolt it is. What do we find?
Bolt?
Bolt it is.
Solid.
All right.
Alright, let's attack for 5. No Mutavaults to fear. So he gets to untap with this Manamo if he wants. And block. But... oh, you have to Vial first. Vial out your guy first. He knows about it. It's okay.
Yep. We haven't seen any like anger of the gods out of Tony, so there's no reason to not get wide. Alright, so we're going to choose to spend mana on the...
Yeah, so I'm fine with spending mana here. Because... oh no.
No, baby, what is you doing?
It's the same damage, man. Just... you're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up.
Congratulations.
So... I'm okay with spending the mana here. I think he should have tapped the Ziggurat and the Plains
Well, if he...
to play the Meddling Mage so that he could leave the Hierarch up to pop the Horizon Canopy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he used the Aether Vial instead, he could Horizon Canopy. No.
You're
Don't do
not
that.
interested in that trade.
Yeah, you just keep banging in for 5.
Alright, do you have a 3-drop? Looks like a land. Cavern Naming Humans. Cavern Naming Humans is big, so the last card's Thalia, so it doesn't matter. Let's pop Horizon Canopy. Don't know what the draw is. But I think we can just go to attacks. And then I think we're going to see a Cryptic.
Cryptic tap your team. Tony could get in for 3 more, putting Brent to 7. And then just, any number of bolts. Tap your team, draw a card.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably Tony's out here.
Did you draw a card? Nope. Oh.
He did draw a card.
Did he? Okay, we're good. Alright.
Opting.
Pushes one to the bottom, draws a different card. Here's a Mood Vault that can block.
Can also attack. That's what we really need to watch out for here.
So he gets over 3, goes to 7.
So now that Mutavolt's on the table, there's not a lot of point in attacking with the Thalia.
Right. Interesting. Can Tony pull this one out? I like putting Brent to 7. Blocking the Mantis Rider with this.
Because of the Thalia.
Concur. We owe another one on the op. Alright.
We got it.
So you attack with just the Vendilion Click, and then you block the Mantis Rider with the Spell Stutter Sprite.
That gives you Burst Lightning is now.
Yeah, it puts him to 7. Oh, he's gonna attack for 4 here.
So Bolt is named by Meddling Mage.
Yep, so Burst Lightning is the remaining out.
I don't even think it's an out here. Decided not to put a counter on the Aether Vial. Probably fine.
Yeah, you've got all the mana you could ever need. 2 Hierarchs, 3 lands, more than enough. And so, like, all your important ones... What?
That's a weird attack.
Well, if we've learned anything, it's that Brent will find the unconventional line.
What is he playing around there?
I don't know, man.
Like Pestermite, untap, Vendilion Click, double block, but then you're just so far ahead.
Or maybe he thinks if he attacks with... Yeah, I don't know. See, if you attack with everything in 7, yeah, that's... I don't know.
Kiki.
Kiki Jiki. The Mirror Breaker.
So you can make a Spell Stutter Sprite copy.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. You know, counter your 4 mana spell with my fairies in play.
Druid Dismember, probably don't want to play that here.
No, can't say that'd be a good idea.
I think one of his lands in hand is a Horizon Canopy.
Okay.
Like playing that, getting a redraw is a big deal.
Yeah, I like cycling that thing off. But I just couldn't imagine. Yeah, I'm thinking hard about what could possibly be done here.
Well, there's no good attacks for sure.
Right.
I think the card is not a Horizon Canopy, it's an unclaimed territory. So there's no good attacks. I would definitely play out a land in pass turn. And then if he goes to tap Kiki Jiki for something, you get to dismember the Kiki Jiki. You have to make sure you don't die in that combat.
Okay.
Which is
The
pretty awesome.
dismember is going to cost you 4 life.
Yeah.
I can't see, 4 life being a resource I want to give up here.
Well, this Kiki Jiki is going to completely take over the game otherwise.
Is it? What does he copy?
The Spell Stutter Sprite. It counters a spell to turn. And Brent's already playing off the top of his deck.
So, alright, so here he comes in for 5.
So this is a good play.
Target the spell stutter sprite.
And blocks.
Blocks.
Oh, he shouldn't have passed. That was your opportunity to dismember this Kiki.
Yeah, maybe he can recreate the same situation this turn.
I mean, so you would be dead to a Pestilmite, but you're just dead to a Pestilmite anyway?
Okay.
So... now you just have to block. Feels bad, man.
All right, that was a big turn for Tony. Like getting that big flyer out of the way.
Another land for Brent.
Helps him to not be forced to tap this Kiki every turn.
Got to attack with the Thalia. So, like, an attack with the Thalia is free. It basically has vigilance because you get violin the other Thalia if you really want.
Sure. Tony could animate the Mutavault and block with Mutavault Spell Stutter Sprite token, killing the Thalia.
That's fine.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't.
It
know
doesn't
that
actually
there's...
kill him because of the Noble Hierarch triggers.
Oh, jeez, yeah, forgot about this.
What are we paying mana for?
Well, we're paying some mana. Here's Dismember.
This is such a mistake.
How's he paying for the Dismember?
4 life, 2 mana because of the Thalia.
It goes to 2, and the Spell Stutter Sprite token can counter it with Mutavault becoming a creature.
Yeah, that's why you have to do it after he taps a Kiki. That's why you have to attack first.
Right.
And now with him at 2, he's just dead to Spell Stutter Sprite with a copy.
Yep. Yeah, attacks with Thalia, token blocks it.
Yeah, Brent really
Doesn't
let
matter.
Tony back in this game.
Interesting. Oh man, he had the Minamo untapped Kiki
Sure.
synergies.
Swing a 3 in the air, and that'll do it.
Yeah, because Brent could. Oh,
Scoop him up. Tony still had all these spell pierces that don't do anything ever.
that was a super interesting game.
Yeah. It was Brent's game to lose, and he did just that, so.
All right. Well, that's us for Tuesday night on this Hot Modern Action.
Yep.
We hope you all enjoyed. Come back tomorrow for Standard, and Thursday for our first night of Modern League.
Yeah, Modern League is going to be a fun time. So if you're not already a Patreon donor, hop on, donate, come on in for the league if you're nearby. If not, watch. We're going to have some spicy ones. It's going to be good. Thursday is going to be a nice night to watch now.
Friday, more Modern, and then this Saturday we'll be streaming our Standard PPTQ.
Yes, you'll see me playing.
I will also be playing.
You won't see me commentating.
You won't hear me commentating. But we got some commentators who can do some great work that evening.
Do we? I don't even know who's commentating.
All right, well, it starts at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time.
So check us out and come back next Tuesday night for more Hot Modern Action.
We will smell you later, nerds.
Mic drop.
Man, that one.